What up, YouTube? Back at you again with a movie review, and this time I'm reviewing a biography film. And it's another movie about rap culture in general. And that movie is Get Rich or Die Tryin', released in 2005. Directed by Jim Sheardon, I think that's how you say his name. Stars 50 Cent, aka Curtis Jackson, Terrence Howard, Joy Bryant, Bill Duke, Adewale, Akinoy, Abe Glee, I don't know how you say his name. Omar, Benson Miller, and Vigla Davis. So this film is basically about a 50 Cent's personal life. And they think about this kid named Marcus, like, who grows up with his mom and his grandparents. His mom's a drug dealer. And then he basically becomes a drug dealer at the age of 12, and then becomes a drug dealer later on when he's an adult. And basically, like, he discovers rap music when he's a young boy, and, like, he's, like, a huge rap fan, and, like, he basically becomes from a drug dealer to a famous rapper, and that's pretty much, like, the whole plot line of the film. Here's the front of the DVD, here's the side, and here's the back. Here's the disc. Yeah, very excellent film. I love this movie to death. I've seen this movie a number of times. It is that good. The acting in this is pretty solid all the way around, especially 50 Cent. Like, he was the whole movie, in my opinion. And, like, you can't go wrong with 50 Cent. He's a very good actor. He might not be as good compared to, like Tom Hanks, Mel Gibson, Mark Wahlberg, anything like that. He's definitely not up on that list, but he's done some pretty good movies in his career, and this is by far his best film he's ever done, in my opinion. And just movies like this, like 8 Mile, Notorious, Straight Outta Compton, movies like that. All those are just inspiring, and he is one of the rappers that made me do what I do, which is rap. It's a very, very good coming of age story, in my perspective, because I grew up with a single mom. My grandparents. I live in my grandparents' old house, not great grandparents. Anyway, yeah. So I can definitely relate to his personal life. Grew up with a single mom. Living with grandparents, stuff like that. And he became very successful. This is the title of this movie is actually the title of an album that he put out, which is what I'm going to review next after I upload this video. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. And I did review Straight Outta Compton, Notorious, 8 Mile. So if you want to check those out on my channel, please do if you're interested. And it's just like the plot line of this movie is just perfect. The sets in this movie are just fantastic. The special effects in this film are just beyond great. Very good music in this film. 50 Cent's music, is just like one of the best. He's just one of the best rap artists of all time. For this generation, if you will. But if you haven't seen Get Rich or Die Tryin', if you like Notorious, 8 Mile, Straight Outta Compton, movies like that, you definitely want to give this a watch. It's worth checking out. It's a bit long. It's 116 minutes, almost 2 hours, but it's worth your time, and you can get it for pretty cheap nowadays. It's worth every penny. You can get this for pretty cheap. This is a full screen edition. But yeah, if you want to pick it up, I highly recommend it. They actually show this on MTV, and what was the other channel they usually play it on? Fuse. There we go. Yeah, Fuse. They usually play those. They usually play this on those channels sometimes. So if you're looking forward to it, you can check it out on there. They usually play those on there sometimes, as well as 8 Mile, Notorious, movies like that. But very good movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. It's a modern classic for movies nowadays, and it's just a very interesting story about like what 50 Cent went through and everything, and you just can't go wrong with this movie. So if you're interested in checking this out, I highly recommend it. Hope this review was helpful for you guys, and that's it for now. And stay tuned for more videos. Take care.